When we left you guys in our last video, we had just finished getting our trusses set for our roofing system on our new shop. We got the tar paper down and the metal put on and got our roof all completely finished up in the next week or so after that last video. Getting this done was a huge weight off of our minds, and we were super glad when it was all finished up. Because then we could move on to working on this area in what we call the hay shed portion of the shed. And we just wanted to get this all finished up so that we could utilize it for storage, not only for our construction stuff and farm things, but also our household things, as we were due to move out of our rental house at the end of the month. And of course, behind the scenes of everything, we are also working hard on getting just the basics installed on the property, such as water and electric. Thankfully, we were able to get this all done shortly after we moved up to the property. At this point, we were already into the second week of May, so we were definitely starting to feel the pressure of getting the interior of the shop finished up so that we could use it as a living space. The plan is that we will be using our living quarters horse trailer as our living space, but be able to pull it into the shop and be able to use the shop as an extension of the trailer and just give us more room to spread out, have a little living room and a kitchen corner, etc. But with spring and summer coming, we of course couldn't spend the whole time working. My sisters and I are doing a head out and we're going for a ride today up in the mountains. It'll be about 10 to 12 miles round trip. So we are about loaded up and ready to head out. Do you need help? Oh! What are you doing? Are you stuck? After the fun weekend, it was back to our rental house, and this time it was for real. Hammer down, let's move. Well, you guys, it has been a pretty crazy week so far. Haven't been remembering to take a whole lot of footage, so yeah, but we have been working for, well, since Monday, since Memorial Day, to get moved out of the rental house and moved up onto the property here. So today is our last day at the rental house. We are, yeah, got pretty much everything out of the house. I think we have to go back down for one more load, and then we will have everything out of the rental house. We're planning on spending the night up here at the property for the first time. And yeah, so I have a whole load of stuff on their truck behind me that needs to be organized and put away and put into storage and all that stuff. So yeah, that's what we've been up to the last couple days. All right, you guys, it is close to 10:30 here, and whew, got our last load from the house, and we need to get the kids settled and in bed. And we are going to spend our first night officially on the homestead.
Yay!
So,
First time in a camper.
So we will see you in the morning.
Pictures of camper.
We are now into the first week of June. We are moved up to the property, which we are so glad about. Just so happy to be on our own property again and not having to drive back and forth to take care of the animals and work on things. We didn't have the shop as ready as we had originally hoped, but that's okay. For us, being squashed into our living quarters horse trailer for a couple weeks was a small price to pay for being able to move onto our property and be there. And with some help, look, within a week we had our windows installed, insulation done, and almost all of the sheeting up on the walls and the ceiling inside of the shop. And we even got our garage doors, all three of them, completely installed and operational. Okay, well, as you can see, we've been continuing to make progress to finish out the inside of the shop here. Nevin got this metal here all finished and this wall done, and he's been working on getting some electrical hooked up. Also been working on getting this little bathroom finished up and water hooked up and stuff like that. And then in here we brought in some shelving units and are working on just organizing some stuff on there. We'll eventually put a dresser in here, and this will be where all of the kids' clothes are kept, and will also be our laundry space. So things are coming along. Devin got part of the stairway finished and moved a few furniture items up into there. Our next step in the process is to get this floor cleaned, and then we would like to seal the floor because it's not sealed yet. So in order to do that, we need to get it as clean as we possibly can and then seal it, and then we will have to let it cure for a few days. And after that, we can get the camper pulled in and kind of set up our living space a little bit more. Wrapping someone in bubble wrap. Dude, you're going to trip and fall, but I guess it shouldn't hurt. All right. Getting this shop space livable felt like a huge milestone for us, and once we accomplished it, it was a big weight off of our minds. Felt like we could relax a little bit, and while the work at home did not quit at all whatsoever, we did definitely take the opportunity to kind of explore our area and be outdoors and just make memories and enjoy our summer. course, as it always is with homesteading life, behind the scenes there were all of the animals that we needed to care for on a daily basis. It was a really beautiful summer, and we really just enjoyed seeing them thrive and grow on our new property. And of course, other than taking care of the animals, we were definitely working on projects around the property just to further develop it. We did a ton of fencing, built a lot of paddocks. Those were kind of some of our big first priorities. We got our little hoop building put up for some more feed storage. And of course, our kids were right there alongside us, learning and helping as they could. And in the mix of doing work on the property, etc., I was also personally preparing for a 5-day pack trip in the wilderness on horses with a good friend of mine. She was at the time doing a border-to-border ride from Mexico to Canada. So I got to join her for a few days. It was an absolutely incredible experience, and definitely sealed the deal that I would like to do more of these types of trips in the future. Good boys. Take it slow. Take it slow. Good boy. Boy, you made it. This is cool. And while I enjoyed my time in the wilderness, Nevin and the kids took a few days and went camping and fishing and kayaking and just made some really great memories. Eventually, it was time to get back onto the homestead and finish up our summer projects, which included butchering over 100 chickens and putting them in the freezer. One of the projects of the property that was most exciting for me was seeing these horse paddocks come to life, and also an outdoor arena. This was not something I was counting on us doing this quickly, but Nevin saw fit that we should just go ahead and get it done, and I have been enjoying it to the fullest. I feel like a lot of this is just a small snippet into the things that we did and accomplished and places that we saw. But if you join us again next time, we would love to show you around the homestead and all the progress that has been made, and where we are currently at in the building stage of our actual home, and we cannot wait to see you then.